As soon as I picked this thing up, I knew it was going to be bad. I just knew it. When you play as many bad games as I do, you get pretty good at that. You can just look at a game and go, yep, that's going to be bad. I said almost exactly that when I saw Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy. I guess it's a critic's intuition. Also, like 5 people in the office begged me not to play it, so that had something to do with it too. Listen, I'm not a stranger to bad games. I've played them. I've played more bad games in my life than any person ever should. And guess what? I'm still here, still standing. That's what happens when you're fearless, like me. I wasn't afraid of Fester's Quest, Back to the Future, and I'm sure not scared of Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy. See, my mistake was my pride, because this game will fucking break you. Well, this is, legitimately, one of the worst games I've ever played. And actually, even among those games, it seems bad. This is a special kind of stink. Like, even in a toilet filled with crap, you notice how bad this one smells. There's not a single good thing about it. Not an enjoyable moment in the entire game. And in fact, barely anything that works. See, it's not just a bad game. Mortal Kombat is a broken game on the Game Boy. So you start it up, and you're greeted by this title screen. This nuclear waste dump of a title screen. And I guess those are Mortal Kombat characters on the side, but honestly, who can tell? They look like pixelated Rorschach tests. Their fatality is depressing you until you just do the job yourself, which is the smart way to go, because actually playing this is one of the dumbest decisions you could possibly make. Why do this to yourself? Get help. Talk to someone. Get over here. Anyway, the awful presentation carries over into the gameplay. This is just a despicably ugly video game. I mean, it honestly looks like something you'd play in the GameCom. And if you've never played a GameCom, good, you don't want to know. I mean, the sprites barely even look like the characters they're supposed to be. They look like pixelated paper mache. And I didn't even know that existed before this. I guess I learned a lot from this game. And actually, as bad as they look, they move even worse. This game animates like that broken film projector you found in your grandma's attic. The one with all the reels that say 1947 on the side. And incidentally, that was the same year as the Roswell incident, which makes some sense, because I'm sure the people behind Mortal Kombat for the Game Boy would deny their involvement too. And obviously, the fact that Mortal Kombat runs like a poop fountain has quite the effect on the gameplay too. It's borderline unplayable. There's a terrible delay between the buttons and the attacks, and that's when they work. Seriously, like half the time, those buttons don't even register. You're mashing the A button, nothing happens. You just stand there like an idiot. It's like you're trying to talk things over or something. And you know what's weird? There are times when the computer just stands there too. Like I guess his buttons aren't working either. So, the gameplay sucks, which, I mean, on a basic level, it's a 2-button fighter, that's to be expected. And the special moves and fatalities are impossible to pull off because of the button delay. Like I said, this game's just about broken. And you know, there's not much content to compensate for it either. There are 6 fighters, you fight them all in a row, game over. Oh, literally, the game's over at that point. You've seen all there is to see. And like a bad vacation, none of it's worth the trouble. You know what? This isn't really worth the trouble either. This review, I mean. Like, I could go on about the fatalities, which are toned down to basic punches in some cases, and then there's the sound, which I'd like to punch. Unfortunately, I can't. That's not possible. All I can do is take comfort in the fact that I can at least help others. Like, I can tell you guys about it, and hopefully you'll make better decisions with this information than I did. I mean, people warned me. I didn't listen. Don't make the same mistakes I did. If Morgan from Clarksville, Tennessee ever sends you a copy of this game like he did to us, don't pick it up. Just say, hey, thanks, Morgan, and then let someone else do it. Life's too short for Mortal Kombat, the original Game Boy.